Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Legends of Elzorya, our Daggerheart actual play here on Wolfkin's Tabletop. Quick rundown of where we were last time. Our heroes, who decided to name themselves the Evil X's, we haven't actually brought that up in a long time, but that is your official party name. For whatever reason, we went with that. Anyway, you guys decided to go on a little bit of a side quest. Having... on your march towards New Etheria, you got attacked by this giant house-sized Flickerfly, which almost destroyed the party. I mean, I think it was very close to a TPK. But you managed to come out on top. And after doing a little bit of investigation, you realized that there was probably a nest of them somewhere nearby. And from the clues that you'd picked up from examining what was inside this thing's stomach, you realized that it was probably in one of the farmlands. So you all decided to go searching through the farmlands and made your way to one in particular. Oh God, what name did you give them? Do you remember?
Framington. It was Farmington, but it was Farmington, but then it was Framington on the picture frame we had.
That was
Draven did not know them actually at all. He just pretended like he did.
But he pretended to know them.
Yeah.
You all searched this farmstead for a little bit, and it was obvious that something had gone down here. Once you entered into the house, you realized that this man, Mr. Framington, had been doing experiments on these things and had become so obsessed that his wife had left him over it. This had caused the Flickerflies to become abnormally aggressive, bursting into his house and killing him in the process. This is about the time that you all decided to make your way around back, where you found the remnants of a large Flickerfly nest that had taken root inside what was once the pen for the animals. So I'm going to flip over to tactical mode, and then that'll bring us back to where we were. So immediately kind of noticing that there were these giant eggs all over the place, you all jumped into action and started basically trying to destroy them. As they started to hatch. So that's where we're going to pick up tonight. And here I'm going to share two things with you. I'm going to share two clocks. The first one is called Exterminated. This is the clock you need to fill in order to successfully clear this area of Flickerflies. And the other one is a Flickerfly swarm. And if it fills up first, then, well, it's not going to be great news. You do have, because you've already destroyed two of the eggs, you do have one section of the clock filled already. And this is an 8-section clock. So with that, we pick up, and I believe the last thing that happened was you had destroyed one of the eggs, and you could start to hear some of the other ones begin to crack. Yeah, you got something, Draven?
I was just going to remind everyone, fire doesn't do shit to them, and they've got a really high threshold for any damage at all.
Yes, you have to do... Yeah, you have to at least hit their major damage to deal... but they only have 1 HP on the eggs. So, with that, let's get started. So we're going to do this not strictly as a combat, but we are doing this with the clock. So here's how this is going to work. You guys are going to take turns telling me how you deal with this situation. Successes will start to click down the good clock. Failures, or, rolling with fear, will start to click down the bad clock. And then we'll see which one runs out first.
I'm rolling my prayer dice. Just letting y'all know.
All at once, I probably can.
Yeah, I think you can hit the most all at once, and you can deal pretty decent damage with an attack like that, can't you?
So the best thing I could probably do is run in and do Rain of Blades and hit everything, which I haven't been doing that right this entire time, I don't think. I should be adding, like, my level to that hit. Okay. And then I can also be doing a sneak attack on top of that to a single one of them, which is 3d6 now. That's probably, like, the best attack that I could do.
Well,
but meanwhile,
what are you doing then?
Where are you going?
But meanwhile, I was burning this house down last week whenever we left.
The house has caught. The house is caught.
Yeah.
You don't have to waste any time doing that.
Thank you.
Because you did. You did say that last time. So the house is already ablaze behind you. Or starting. You've burned 2 corners, I think. So the house is starting to catch, but it's not in a full blaze just yet.
You gave me a new torch. It was magical. I had to play with it.
I know. My bad.
Can I run just like straight in, or is this a wall here?
It's like a fence. It's a fence, but you could hop it. I mean, you have the dexterity to vault over it easy enough.
Well, then my plan is to come into about this range and then do what I just said a minute ago. Let me get down here. I do have 3 hope if we want to tag team. Just throwing it out there. I don't
know if a tag team necessarily, like, I don't think it can it be used to attack multiple targets?
Well, here's the thing, too. This particular challenge is more about your successes in rolling than necessarily the damage you do.
Yeah,
and tag teams are really
keep the hope. I would keep the hope so we can give each other advantage.
Yeah, because things don't need that much damage.
Let me show you. Well, I guess I'll just roll it first. We'll do that. It spends the hope to do it.
Okay. So that's that's 15. Okay. So that is a success with fear. So what this is going to do, it's going to tick down both clocks 1. So describe to me what this is looking like, and I'll describe to you how it's also getting a little bit worse.
All right. Sorry. So that's going to be. It's plus my proficiency. So is it 3d8 plus 2?
No. So this one specifies a number. So it says 2d8 plus
your proficiency.
Oh, never mind. I lied. I'm full of shit. Ignore me.
So what's the answer?
So you're going to have 3 of the main dice, but it should happen when you rolled for the damage.
It didn't.
Did you? Yeah, I didn't see.
You did the damage. You just did the roll. So
Oh.
Yeah, just click roll damage underneath it.
Another one that says Rain of Blades is a place to roll damage.
I don't think so.
Well, also from the chat window over on the left, you can just hit roll damage underneath it.
Oh. Okay.
And then it should do it. Yeah.
I've been doing that the whole time.
Woo, 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 woo.
21. Okay, so here's what happens. As you run in, what does your Rain of Blades look like?
I open up my coat, and it's kind of like flying behind me, and I'm just grabbing them and like throwing them the whole time.
I like to think you have one anime style in between each of your fingers, and you just like throw 3 at a time.
Yeah, she's also like, doing jumps and flips and whatnot.
Yeah.
I also imagine under the coat, it's just bra and panties.
Oh, yeah, it's just bra and panties as well.
I always imagine your dagger. Have you ever been to like places that sell, like flea markets that sell knives, and they have those beautiful, very slim like knives without any hilt on them, and they just I can't be a knife person because I don't want to be a knife girl, but if I was going to be a knife girl, those are the ones I really want. And I want them like iridescent and like obsidian black and like little etchings on them because of course I do.
As you come out in the middle, throwing your beautifully black, iridescent, gorgeous blades just in a circle, some of the eggs start to crack open, and as they crack, your blade just finds the purchase in between, and you can hear like this hissing noise from inside as your blades bury into whatever's trying to come out of these eggs. And a couple of the other eggs, they kind of just stick into the shells. But you've done some massive damage here, but you can also see, now that you're closer up, some of those on the other end are starting to crack open all the way, and you can see their... Thank you. That was good use of the word purchase, wasn't it? You can see their little tentacles. Now you distracted me. Whatever
I'm sorry.
The things bugs have. What are those legs? Starting to like grab and open the eggs. Okay, so who is next?
Before that though, would I also get my sneak attack on this same round?
You would, but that was enough damage to kill all 3 of the eggs around you.
Oh, okay. Never
mind. You would, but you don't need it.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay. What, now Psychic's giving me shit for the legs thing in the chat. Who wants to go next?
I'll try to go. I don't have like any really spells or anything, but I'd like to try to attack this egg. Like I'm flying, I've got my wings out, and I'm swooping down to try to attack this egg over by the cow skull. That's not.
Okay.
So I guess I just hang on.
Nope.
And okay, so also to read this out, my ethereal visage, which is my specialization in my abilities. Okay, so your supernatural visage strikes awe and fear. While flying, you have advantage on presence rolls, which are my attack rolls. When you succeed on a hope on a presence roll, you can remove a fear from the GM's pool instead of gaining a hope. So if I roll hope, I can start ticking down your fear counter.
That
but
means
we'll see if that happens. Yeah. We'll see if I even hit. Hang on.
Also, a shout out to Kellen. Feelers is what I was trying to say.
So
feet work too.
This is roll with advantage on that, so we'll see if it.
Okay.
Ooh.
A success with a hope is going to
And I'm going to count down that fear count because this is a presence roll.
Okay. With a success with hope, that will click you 2 steps closer to having exterminated, and the swarm's not looking too good. Actually, it's only got one of its spots filled. So, what does this look like as I become a little less fearful?
You see me kind of like just swoop, and I just slash this thing in half. Like the whole egg just splits.
As you do it like this gross kind of viscous liquid that pours out onto the ground and kind of sticks and coats the edge of your blade as well. It's kind of disgusting. But you can see more of these flickerflies, and they're babies, but they're still rather large. And it also looks like there's more than one in each of these eggs, oddly enough. So as you cut this one out, there's like 3 or 4 that kind of fall out alongside it, and they're kind of just doing that bug thing where they're on their back and they're twitching and kind of curling in on themselves. I know you guys are monsters. Who's next?
So I'm thinking, Fortune, you should run up here and get these 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just run up here at the top and I'll hit this one.
Let Fortune go first to see if she can take out those 3 eggs.
Yeah.
Because if she loses her thing, you may want to...
Well, that way there's only one left if that's the end of it.
Yeah, everything goes to shit, yeah.
Yep.
All right, Fortune. Draven, is there a reason your guy's upside down?
He's in distress.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was a thing you did or if it was just an accident.
I did. I was just being dumb, though.
All right. Fortune, you got another move for us?
Coming at you. Ooh.
Okay.
Nope, because I'm going to use reassurance, and I'm going to be like, you can do it! And you can re-roll your roll.
You also should have your Bardic, which is a D8.
So you can re-roll the whole roll? Okay.
Yes, an ally can re-roll their dice.
That's pretty terrible, too.
Oh!
Okay, let's do Bardic.
Mm-hmm. It's a D8.
I can also give you advantage if you... Am I allowed to give advantage on rolls?
Yeah,
if you have
Like a hope, I can
spend.
I have 6 hope, so I'm good.
Okay.
And yes, so go ahead and get. I'll take down a hope, and you can roll another d6 to add on top of that.
D6.
So 11.
So what does that take it to? Right at 15?
15.
That is a success with fear.
Hell
So
yeah.
success with
So
fear is...
I feel like
Can-
Fortune was like trying to run across here, looking badass, like thinking she was going to do it, and like gets caught in some like jewelry or something, and trips and falls, and she's like, "You guys are over here, like you can do it. We believe in you."
You manage to, once you stumble and you make it look kind of cool, like you meant to do it. You trip a little bit, but you kind of, at the last second, go into a roll and pop back up, and then you throw them around. But in doing so, your aim is off on just a little bit on the one furthest west, as the blade just sticks right into the shell. And at this point, it fully cracks open, and these young Flickerflies emerge from it. As you can see, 4 of them just buzzing out and start to fly around and start buzzing in the sky around you. But you have those 3 eggs near you. The one on the east, so the one to your right, that one is destroyed. The one on the top left is now empty, and the bottom one still has things trying to emerge from it. Draven.
Oh, even after hitting with the rain of blades?
Yes, because it was a success with fear, so it did tick down your tech a little bit. So there's still one egg is fully hatched though, so you can put an X over the one in the top left.
I'm following now. Okay, so he hasn't done the damage yet. Correct. I'm following.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage.
So there's that.
22. So the eggs themselves are destroyed. But what you see is on that bottom one, while the egg gets destroyed, about half of the things inside also have already perished. But 2 of them are kind of like crawling away, and you can see their wings come out and start fluttering and kind of shaking off that viscous liquid. And they start taking into the air. So you do have a couple young Flickerflies now that are buzzing around this area. I'll just put some out here.
Is it still our spotlight?
No, we
it
lose.
is
we
not.
lose it rolled with the fear.
That's what I thought.
It is not. Sorry about that. So let's see what these little guys do. This first one, just kind of flying out, it's going to immediately just see, it's going to see Fortune here, knowing that it's trying to kill them. And it's going to just come at you. And it's going to try to get you with one of its proboscis. How does that sound?
It sounds scary.
It does, doesn't it?
Proboscis.
That's not how you say it, is it? It is proboscis.
No, I
Look
thought
at
it was.
that.
Is it? I thought it was proboscis. Okay.
There's an O there.
Okay.
Huh. It's what's your difficulty? Like what's your
Evasion 14.
14? It's never gonna hit you.
How do you see your range? How do you do that? Like click where you can see what's around you.
Right click and it's the top one. Show range guide.
Cute. Okay, cool. That I forgot completely.
I'm gonna spend another fear, and then I will. Let's see. I will have this one come over and try to attack you. 14. That's so high for these things. Oh, it's gonna hit! Look at that.
Do you have tokens of these things out?
I did. Well, yeah. Are they hidden? They might be hidden.
Yeah, I don't see
I
them.
can't see them.
There you go.
Oh, right.
There they are.
That's helpful.
Sorry,
So scary.
sorry. I had them hidden. I'm an idiot.
Or I was
I'm
just like, well, I don't know what's happening.
I'm a
You're
bad
being attacked by
DM.
token.
I was so
Uh,
scared.
So this is the damage coming your way. Blah. 5.
Okay.
Since I have all of this fear, I'll spend another one. I'll have this Flickerfly come over towards Draven. They're basically just starting to swarm at this point. What's your evasion?
11.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. This is going to be fun. So, yeah, I'm going to roll this. So then you're going to take, as this thing swoops down, 15 physical damage. As it just swarms down and it kind of lands on you and just sticks its proboscis like right into your neck. And you can feel something bite and start to like drink from you. And then I'll spend one more fear. Same thing. The young one's going to come down here at Lynn. What's your... Okay, it's 9, right?
Yeah,
if I remember correctly. Oh, come on. I rolled a 9, but it's a 7. So this will, in fact, miss you. And that's it. That's all I've got. Your all's turn.
Draven's going to try to hit this last egg with his improved rapier.
Okay, go for it. Okay, 15 with fear.
Okay, it's a 15.
That'll hit though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
15 is the DC you're looking for. So, what that means... 19 physical damage. Yeah, this thing doesn't stand a chance. What does it look like when you...
Draven's done with these things, especially after this thing. There's things like currently sucking blood out of his neck. He's done with them. He's just like, he's got his rapier and he doesn't care that it's getting damaged. He's just, Lynn
is like busy, but she's also side-eyeing him like, no discipline, no form.
What you do manage to do is you manage to crack this thing open, and there's some of the bugs are starting to try to fly away, but you're not giving them any quarter as you're just slamming down on them and just squishing them as they go. Unfortunately, you rolled with fear, so the one that's on you kind of pulls back and tries to go in for another bite. You're a 14?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Or no, it's 11. Well, that's terrible anyway.
Well, it's terrible. It's a -1.
In fact, it should just like the blood ended up being a little hurt its tummy a little bit, and it's like, oh, like that one kind of like backs off a little bit.
Draven's been smoking a little bit of Jeremy recently, so
it's kind of just hovering there in the air, and it does look like something is upsetting it. Maybe it is what's in your bloodstream, or maybe it's the fact that this thing is still kind of disoriented from having just hatched, and here you all are.
Murdering it in its ilk.
Back to you all.
Does anyone else, do you want me to go, or do you want anyone else to go? Do y'all want to do you want to go in the order we've been going in?
Sure.
Because yeah. I'm just gonna try and take out this little dude next to me.
Okay, go for it.
Let's just roll a rapier attack and then see. I'm still flying, so I'm just going to add advantage.
Okay, what is this? A 24 with a hoe.
Get rid of another fear from you. Take that out of your fear pool.
24 with hoe. Oh, man. That's going to hit. And that will fill up your clock. So what does this look like at this point? You have successfully exterminated these. So with that, you can take some creative liberties here to be able to rid the world of the last 4 of these Flickerflies.
You see Lynn like move the fastest she's ever. She's almost like a hummingbird between these, and you just hear like zip, zip. And then like when she stops, they all just fall out of the air at once.
That's like the anime thing. You just like take your sword and put it back.
She's full of bleach. She's just like, you don't even see it. You're just like, she ends and she gives that little like shake of her rapier. And then as soon as she shakes off the blood, they all just fall out of the air.
You're surrounded, Fortune, as you're kind of batting these things away. And Lynn is just like, like past you very quick as they just both fall out of the sky at your feet. as things... You're all like tense, looking around, trying to see if there's any more of these things out there. But yet...
Draven's stomping the body of the one that was here, just stomping it over and over and over.
Things seem quiet enough. That went rather well for you all.
Sure.
Well, Lynn, remind me to never piss you off.
So, what is
and I'm
this?
just kind of like going to nod at you and being like, feelings mutual. That was some fancy footwork back there with those daggers.
Before I go running into this, what is this here in the middle made of? It does not look
Newer.
good.
It is basically, I mean, it's just a big giant pile of dirt. They have been burying things here and then covering it up. The larger Flickerflies have.
I'll move up with Draven. I'm like not gonna let him get too far away because they're both kind of squishy.
Also, you're not positive it's not a pile of shit either.
That's what I was worried about.
You see her kind of like she's still. I want to think like she's still hovering just the littlest bit. Like her toes are just kind of barely skimming the ground as she kind of like hovers forward, and she's like, like kind of like looking at it. You know, like she'll poke at the pile with her sword to be like, what is this?
Yeah, let's check it out.
All right. So those of you can do this as a group check or however you want to do it, but you're basically going to need to start digging through this giant mound of dirt. To be honest, I can't think of anything besides a strength check for this.
It would be a strength check. Yeah, I mean, manual labor. Lynn looks sad. She's like,
one person wants to take the lead. The others can do a strength reaction roll. So let's have Fortune and Draven do a strength reaction roll. No hope, no fear generation.
How do I roll this? Do I just roll? Just click on my strength thing?
Yeah, you wait just a second.
Okay.
That's no good.
You gotta hope.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's no.
10.
No,
they don't generate. A 10 with hope and a 10 with fear. Okay.
Canceling each other out.
They do. So both of those were failures. So Lynn, you're going to be doing the strength check with a -2.
Okay.
That's all right. She's strong as hell. That's her bardic inspiration.
I also had my prayer dice. Oh, no, I'm good.
All right. So, okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Yours does generate hope, so you get a hope back for that.
Yay.
Draven and Fortune are helping. Air quotes helping. Draven is doing just slightly better, but it's hard to tell. And at some point, Lynn, you realize you're doing most of the heavy lifting. But as you start digging through this, you notice that things have just been piled up here and buried. You start to find little trinkets the further along you go. You also start to find more remnants of some of the local wildlife and farm animals that were here. You start to find like small remnants of like sheep bones and things. But as you're digging through here, we'll start with you, Lynn. Give me 2d12. Actually, Lynn, you give me 3d12.
Sorry, I only rolled one because I can't figure out how to add. I'm trying to figure out how to add more, but it doesn't
on the
seem
bottom,
to
just
let me
click
add.
it 3 times. So like at the bottom panel.
Okay, I'll just
the
do 2 more because I just rolled one. So yeah, so 11, a 5, and a 7.
So 11 and 12, so 23.
In total, yeah.
Okay. All right. As you start digging down, you find the first thing that that catches your eye of actual value here is this really ornate leather-bound book. But you can see why the Flickerflies probably were drawn to it. They do like shiny things, and it does have like this really pretty jewel or gem kind of encrusted on the spine of the book. This is a lore keeper. So I'll just go ahead and tell you what they do. You can store the name and details of up to 3 hostile creatures inside this book. You gain a +1 bonus to action rolls against those creatures.
Like a clank.
I feel like you're like
a
writing
clank.
in the burn book. This is the nastiest skank bitch.
Yes,
It's-
you found the burn book.
It's Phoenix and it's Gideon, and I'm like, these skanky, nasty ass bitches are the worst thing that ever happened.
Next,
But I
I'm
am
gonna go with
actually what I'm.
Draven. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna be like, ooh, and you kind of just see her like pick it up and like she actually kind of like runs her hands over the covers and like kind of you hear her nails go tap 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 against like the the surface. But then ultimately she ends up kind of passing it to Draven because like he's the book guy.
Makes sense.
Okay. Well, now I feel compelled to give mine away, but I might not.
All right.
Oh, I was only supposed to do 2.
17. That's okay. 17's kind of low.
Okay.
Okay.
11 would be worse.
Roll that again. Roll 2d12. Only because you guys already have this thing. Okay. So as you continue to kind of dig through, your hand finds what seems to be a very, at first glance, just kind of this nondescript like metal rod. Although when you hold it up, it does catch the sun in like this really interesting way that kind of throws some pretty reflections around. Again, probably what drew the Flickerflies to it. This is a suspended rod. This flat rod is inscribed with runes up and down it. When you activate this rod, it is immediately suspended in place. Until it's deactivated, it can't move, doesn't abide by the rules of gravity, and remains in place. So it is the Daggerheart version of, the immovable rod.
Draven's like digging through, and he's like, anyway, it turns out that all dirt is essentially shit. Oh, look at this. I know what this is, and he pushes the button. Or do I have to say a word? How does it say? It doesn't matter. I'm pushing the button.
I imagine it's one of those you kind of just twist it. You like you would like a at a rave. Those
okay.
When you gotta break it and then it just stays.
And it stays. Okay. I go, oh, look at this. You can trip people with it. It's really fun. There's a lot of other things you can do with it too, but tripping people's the best.
Yeah. So you can see in the middle. The runes don't line up, so you kind of have to like adjust it to where the runes light up, and then once they're aligned, they kind of start to glow, and that's when they stay in place. And then to undo it, you just kind of break that connection in the middle.
Okay. What was the name of it again?
This one is called a suspended rod.
Suspended.
I will also like a 2d12 roll from Fortune as well, please.
I feel like if you could get 2 of the suspended rods, you could get into a whole lot of trouble.
You could end up like
just climbing up wherever you want it.
It's like the paintbrushes in Oblivion.
Look at me.
You start digging through here, and
I wrote 2d8s.
All right, go 2d12s then.
Yeah,
D12s of the dodecahedrons. Remember?
You're right.
17. Roll that again. I'm not giving you another one of those. It doesn't make any sense.
True.
Okay, 15. Okay. You pull out what at first you almost toss it because it kind of just looks like a normal rock. So you pick it up and you're getting ready to toss it until you notice that it's not, it doesn't have the same kind of rough texture and, the shape that the earth slowly forms rocks into. It's more smooth. This is a Valor Stone. You can attach this stone to an armor that doesn't already have a feature. The armor gains the following feature. Resilient. Before you mark your last armor slot, roll a d6. On a result of 6, reduce the severity by 1 threshold without marking an armor slot.
That was called a Valor Stone?
Valor Stone. And then I would ask one of you to roll one more 2d12, and then we'll have that be what Rhea finds.
How many do you want me to roll?
2d12. You got a 3d12 because of that awesome strength roll. success with hope. 9. Okay.
Sorry.
No. There's no bad ones on here. As she's kind of digging in there, she pulls out this jar. And at first, it looks like just a jar until you examine it closer, and there is some swirling, almost translucent flames inside of it. So just for the record, somebody write this down, or if only we were recording this.
You can
fire
add this,
jar.
You can add this to her inventory for
That
her.
sounds very on brand for Rhea, like a fire jar.
It does, actually. It worked. You can pour out the strange liquid contents of this jar to instantly produce fire. The contents regenerate when you take a long rest. So you've got, basically, you can just always make a fire and go on about your day. All right. I did promise you some loot, though, so we're not done necessarily. There is one other thing I need you to roll. I would like one person to give me another 3d12. Whoever wants to.
Bam.
Bam.
21. Okay.
I love rolling dice.
As you keep digging through and you're starting to get, you've been here. This is taking a while, by the way. This isn't something that's just happening in the course of 5 minutes. It's taking a couple hours to dig through, find these things, figure out what they are. So this is a strenuous process. As you kind of dig through there, you find what looks to be this small case. It almost looks like a first aid kit, but it's more for, but inside it, instead of like mending people, it's more for like mending and keeping up with your armor and things. So you found an armor stitcher. You can use this stitcher to spend any number of hope and clear that many armor slots. This is a consumable item, so you've got one use out of it.
It's like an emergency battle.
Can I use it on someone else? Or is it only on me? You can use the stitcher to spend any... I'm going to give this to...
yeah, it's probably yours.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this to Lynn. Lynn, you take the armor stitcher.
Oh, like she's like, ooh.
Can I just drag that to you? Can I do that?
I don't know.
That'd be cool. I can't do that. No,
Okay.
I can't do it.
At this point, you're very near the bottom. You have searched. There's dirt everywhere. You find a lot of things in here. Not all of them are of value. You find some very mundane weapons. Nothing that you don't have anything better of. There are 3 more things you all find. You each find enough gold to where you all have 1 chest of gold now. Just scattered throughout. There are gold pieces, silver pieces everywhere. Those seem to be just kind of scattered. Once you kind of dig through and make piles, there's enough for each of you to have the equivalent of a chest of gold.
So a chest of gold is like, what is this, 10 bags, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So we're all wealthy now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, this was a big side quest with a very dangerous boss fight. So.
Well, God knows we needed some money because I had
And you did
one
need some
fucking
money.
handful of gold to my name.
I know.
Yeah, I think we all were pretty poor.
There are 2 other items you find in here. And these are the ones I specifically picked because I thought they were cool. And one of them is just very thematic. As you dig down, something catches your eye, and it has this kind of green reflectiveness to it. As you pick it up, it's a little pendant. And I want to say Fortune finds this. And as you're kind of looking at it, you can see some craftsmanship that looks very familiar to you from the room that you just saw in that house that at this point has completely burned down. The whole time you've been doing this has been to the backdrop of this house that has caught fire and just slowly burned to the ground. The only thing left standing is like a chimney that'll be there for decades. So as the night kind of wanes in and as the sun sets, it starts to get dark. You still have the flickering embers behind you from the house that you burned down. And as those flames catch this, you can see that he seems to have made some kind of pendant out of the blood of these Flickerflies. So this is a Flickerfly pendant. While you carry this pendant, your weapons with a melee range that deal physical damage have a gossamer sheen and can attack targets within very close range.
That's also Lynn's, or maybe no, that's Fortune's.
Yeah, she needs
'Cause you can,
a couple more buffs for what she's doing because she has a lot of melee, because that's gonna let her extend the range at which she can attack.
How far does that go out? That's
very close instead of just melee.
Yeah, that's out to 4 squares, or out to 3 squares. Yeah, that's nice.
Okay.
This last one's my favorite.
I love the appearance of it, the gossamer sheen.
Yeah. I thought that one was very thematic for this side quest, but this last one's my absolute favorite. The last thing you see kind of buried at the bottom, and you almost overlook it at first because it's brown, it's made of leather, and honestly, it doesn't catch the light like a lot of the other things do, but at this point it's also getting dark. You find this almost nondescript belt with, the belt buckle itself seems to just be made out of some not gold, but some kind of prettier material that you don't really know what it's made out of. It has kind of that like tarnished gold look to it, but it's not gold precisely. But this is the Belt of Unity. Once per session, whoever's wearing this can spend 5 hope to lead a tag team role with 3 people instead of 2.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
I know, right? That's super fun.
Who should that go to?
I'm thinking Lynn still has the most hope available every time.
I think so because I know I can plan to use it when I use up my because if I want to use my prayer dice to re-get my hope back, I think that may have to go to me. I like to think that Lynn. She's kind of tired. She's been digging. She's and just the little her eyes get that big cat look where she sees just the littlest flicker of metal down there and kind of picks up the belt and she kind of reaches it down and because she's very well versed in all things clothing, she kind of runs her hands over the belt and gives it a snap and she goes, "This is quite quality, actually. I think it's, she kind of rubs her hands on it. She's like, it's enchanted, and she just gets this vibe. She's seen this kind of almost this on commanders in her units before. So it clicks what it is.
You would have seen something like this. This would be something that the ranks of the seraphs, those higher ranking would have, as it allows them to better command. So yeah, I'd say you have seen 1 or 2 of these before.
Yes. She's just clips around her waist and just kind of doing a shimmy. She's very pleased with it. It's ugly as hell, but she's quite pleased.
It doesn't really go. It doesn't really go. You can decorate it. You can bedazzle it.
Be like, "Hey Lynn, I found this by the way," and then hand you that advanced round shield.
Man, Lynn got stacked up.
Right here.
She's going to kind of look at you, look back at the completely burned down house, look back at you and be like, fine.
She's out here putting rings on. She's got a new necklace.
She's going to pick it up, but she's like, we're going to use this to protect people.
I love the direction of Lynn.
On top of this, okay, so all that, yes, that's a good point you just brought up, though, Draven. These Flickerflies collect all sorts of shiny baubles. So what kind of decorations or jewelry would you find that you might want to hang on to? Nothing necessarily worth lots of, but it can be included in the gold you found. So what kind of rings or anything that jump out to you all?
Lynn obviously loves anything that's she actually she collects. I really like to think I don't know if you remember, but way back in the cave episode, she found a little heart-shaped rock. So she likes to collect anything that's shaped like a heart, even if it's cheap. I like to think that she's found all these like peasant like tokens of affection, like you know how
Sure.
they used to carve spoons, like love spoons, like for each other. So she found these like little pewter or tin spoons, but like they just like warm her heart. So she likes to pick them up, even though they're not worth a lot, or or anything that's like heart shaped, or flowers, because the roses are very much for the beloved. So you know she's just very like, aw.
I was thinking we probably do find lots of like quartz and amethysts because they're like so common.
Yeah, little like unvaluable, just like natural, stones.
I was thinking some of the tackiest turquoise jewelry.
Also, I think at some point we do find a filthy like Santa hat, but it has a really shiny
bell on the end.
Bell on the end.
Okay.
Raven's gonna want to clean that up.
We call them like little Yule hats. That's that's one of the seasons here. We have like Yule and Midsummer in this world.
Perfect. It's a Yule hat, and Draven loves Yule. He fucking loves Yule.
Would Draven have any use for a highly bedazzled pimp cane? Because I see him. I could see him with one of those.
Yes, Draven would walk around with that everywhere.
What is the head in the shape of? What is the head in the shape of?
Wouldn't you know? You find one.
Oh yeah. I kind of want to get like when we go to the city, I want to find someone that can turn it into my rapier, so that if I can unsheath it from like my pimp cane.
What? I like the question. What is the head of? What is the head of the pimp cane?
Now I'm thinking too hard on it. It has a goblin that looks suspiciously like Fortune.
I love that.
Makes me remember my youth.
The goblin made pimp cane.
Lynn's gonna kind of look at it and look at Fortune, look at Fortune. She's like, Fortune, did you ever model?
I dated a couple artists tops, so they use my likeness on some things.
I'd like to think that in a previous life, Fortune was the pimp that owned that cane. Yeah. And now in her head, she's like, that's where that went. She lost it in like a poker game or something.
Yeah. I wonder if I still have anything in the hidden compartment.
So at this point, the night has fallen. I mean, once you kind of went through, did all of this, dug through this giant mountain of dirt, kind of skimmed through it like, prospectors looking for gold. It did take most of the rest of the day. As the night has fallen now.
Is that cottage still standing, or did it burn down also?
The cottage is still standing. It's separated from the main house by that river. It's pretty safe. So like you will see though at this point, the fire has, just from things popping and burning and floating away, the vegetable patch next to it has also been burned away. But yeah, the little cottage still available.
That house had bad juju anyhow.
No, Lynn's gonna point at it and be like, tired. She's just like, look at me, and like she's covered in filth and dirt and sweat. Like,
there is a bearskin rug in this little cottage over here that Lynn would probably love to curl up on,
I wanted to see if there was like a little. Is there like a little bath? No, there's no like little bathtub. I guess she'll probably clean off I think she will actually clean off in the creek a little bit at the very least. Like she'll at least try to like mop herself down a little bit.
We've been digging in dirt and killing bugs all day. I would think all of us could probably use a bath, to be honest.
We've also been traveling like through. I mean, I can't even think of all the places we traveled through. Like we didn't really ever we stink to fucking high heaven.
I mean, I was inside of a giant Flickerfly just like yesterday. So
yeah. Yeah, let's.
It's pretty rank. you guys do not smell very good at all.
I like to think that every time we make camp, we at the very least can find enough water to like have a horse bath, but really would really like to take a full dip.
I haven't heard that term in so long.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. So, with that, I will move you all over to the cottage.
Oh, it's cute.
There is a little fireplace, and Rhea kind of walks over and uncorks her new item and just pours some fire onto the wood. So you've got some warmth and some heat in here. And this cottage is really nice and quaint. And yeah, that bearskin rug looks really nice. There is also like a pump to bring some water in, and a sink that you could use. But this is as safe as you've been in a couple of days. You doing what?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I just said this is as safe as you've been in a couple of days. So what are you doing?
Oh, well, then in that case, Draven's going to try to cook dinner. There's food here. We've not had like real food in a little bit, so
that's true. All right, so give me a check. Let's see. Knowledge is probably a good one. Knowing how to put the ingredients together.
Could I convince you of presence, since it's like cooking's like a performance?
No.
I will give you presence. I'll let you have
Especially if Draven is running his mouth the whole time and telling everybody what he's doing, like it's a cooking channel show.
Draven tells it like the recipes you find online. He's telling you, oh, that was so close to a crit, though. He tells you all of the backstory.
Yeah.
So, 17 with fear. That will be a success with fear. So, as you're kind of cooking through, they don't have all the ingredients that you would want, so you have to improvise here and there. And what you end up making is passable, but it's not as good as you would have hoped. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's still a success. It's passable, it's tasty, but there's part of you that's still kind of kicking yourself for just, it's not up to the standard you would want to present to your friends.
They have high blood pressure, whoever lives here, so there's no salt. I had no salt to put on anything.
Oh.
It's still good.
It's okay. It has no flavor.
It's pretty bland. But it is the first like actually cooked meal you've had in quite some time. He's so embarrassed he left. Draven just like jumps out the window.
I do that all the time.
Lynn fills up the like she uses the sink to like after they've eaten. Like there's two like you see there's a couple of little cauldrons there. She fills up one of the cauldrons like with water and like puts it on there to heat it up, and then she pours it back into the stove and mixes it like so that they actually have like a pretty decently temperatured water. And then she's just gonna hang a curtain up between like the mantle and like the wall to make a little makeshift like place to like clean off. Okay. You can hear her like scrubbing at her hair.
Okay. Nice and cozy in here today. Fortune, what are you doing?
I feel like she's got like empty cans and she's rolled her hair up so that tomorrow morning it'll be like nice and set with curls.
Okay.
We've all taken a chance to...
Yeah, I look like I'm in prison. I'm like putting on makeup real thick and
clean up a little bit and get comfy.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing my hair and nails.
Fortune, I love you.
You're definitely smoking a cigarette the entire time.
Oh yeah, I feel like I'm helping you cook, and it's really just me doing like my hair and makeup and like getting telling
me what I'm doing wrong and reaching over and dropping ashes into the food.
As soon as you say like there's no salt, Fortune just kind of drops some ashes onto the plate.
This is Mama's recipe right here.
I think as they start to get kind of comfortable, Lynn gets kind of quiet, and then she kind of looks at Draven, and you see her kind of like, her brow kind of knits, and she's like a little hesitant. She's like, Draven, tell me about New Etheria.
Well, it's mostly humans, obviously. And they're overall pretty accepting of outsiders to a point. You'll see what I mean by that when you get there. They're more accepting than other places I've been. And they like to vote for everything to a fault. It's quite annoying. Everything's ran democratically. Very annoying. But it's a pretty good system.
Lynn kind of like is like she's listening, but she's like, how do they fend off lawlessness without the hand of the church on them? Like, how do they decide what is or isn't right? Like, she's genuinely, like, she's not trying to be rude, she's just really confused. You know, like, she just doesn't understand how, like, they have morality.
There is a base morality that they all ascribe to, and it's partly enforced by the state, by the city itself. It's quite interesting. I've also not encountered it elsewhere in the world where a secular government works like this. It's quite an interesting experiment.
Lynn was like, she's listening, like she's like, it seems like it'd be hard to figure out how to vote for people if they don't. I don't know. I always knew kind of what people were about based on who they dedicated themselves to. I don't know. It seems interesting, you know. She like says interesting, but you can tell it makes her nervous. Like, she doesn't know how to categorize people without that backdrop culturally.
So I will give you this too, and Draven, you would know this. Everything you said is 100% correct, and the enforcement's done by the state, not the church. Now, the humans do have their own deity, but worship of them is voluntary at best. I mean, you have people that do and the people that don't. There is also there's one church within the city of New Etheria specifically for the religions of Elzorya. It is one church that's dedicated to all 9 of the deities. They're not really separated, but it's just basically their attempt at inclusion from those that have come out. But it's also not in like the best part of town. It's definitely like a check the box type of thing. But yeah, so there is some remnants of religion, and specifically Lynn's religion there too. But it will be a culture shock for her, the way that it's run. And the presence of the church is vastly diminished in New Etheria. It's something, you know, you can go to church or you cannot go to church, but they have absolutely no role in the government.
Oh, I also want to make it clear, Lynn, also, you as a member of the church will not be disrespected there. They're not, even though the church doesn't have as much power, they don't disrespect religion. They're an overall a good people.
Lynn kind of looks at you like and she's known like, I feel like she's known tangentially Draven, like, you know, they've known each other a long time. It's just, this is the first time Lynn has brought this up directly to you. I feel like this has always been an issue they've skirted in their relationship, you know, like throughout, like, knowing each other from like their academy days, being kind of the same social circle. She just didn't talk about it out of politeness, but she's just like, that I believe you, Draven. You have to understand the relationships between New Etheria and the humans and our people, the rest of us, they've not always been the best. It's just, I'm sure present company excluded his show, or she's kind of like, because Rhea's still here, she's like looking at kind of Rhea, and she's just like, I've known people, Chelsea, Rhea, like it's not that we didn't have any humans, it's just it's hard to wrap my head around that. I know relationships haven't always been good, so I guess I'm just nervous.
One thing I'll also say, Draven, so you can keep this in mind as you answer. The one thing, though, that New Etheria will not tolerate is if they think the outside church is trying to influence things inside. So that while they're fine with people, practicing their religions and things, they might have a problem with a seraph intervening in local matters. So it might be something to keep in mind. It's not necessarily her religion that would make her a target in some circumstances, but her position as a cop, essentially, outside of her jurisdiction.
Then first things first, when we get into New Etheria, we're going clothes shopping. We're going to get you some new clothes. You're going to look great.
I'm thinking some
she's
pompadours.
Like, what's wrong with my clothes?
Their secular government is very important to them. They do not like when the outside religions try to interfere in their internal matters. Your presence itself would probably be seen as such. So, we're going.
She's like, I can wear a different outfit, but I can't lie about what I am, Draven. I am a seraph.
People won't be asking you if you're a seraph or not. That's not something people will ask.
You're gonna see her reach up and she touches. So Lynn usually has this, like, it's like a chain, like with a gold rose, and sometimes she wears it like a little crown, and sometimes it goes around her throat with like a long pendant, like down like her chest. Right, like usually, like in battle, she has it like on her brow in like a crest form, and she's like, I won't have to remove my ornaments, will I? Like, this is actually like a religious item for her.
No, of course not. No, we just need to show that you're not. We just can't be announcing that you're a seraph. It's perfectly acceptable for you to be a worshipper of the mother.
I feel like Fortune's going to gasp and be like,
the beloved.
We're going to be like,
beloved, I'm sorry, yeah.
We're going to be like secret agents.
Ooh.
Lynn kind of looks like she's a little excited by it. Like, maybe she's like, you've touched on the right. She's like, well, my mentor Hava, he was an investigative seraph. He went undercover sometimes. Like, Hava has a very high esteem, in her heart.
It's really fun to pretend to be somebody else, isn't it?
What if I'm a peasant? Like, her lies are. What if I'm simply a peasant girl who's missing my beloved milkmaid? And like, she's like going off into fantasy land now.
Oh yeah, didn't you find some fanfic in this cottage last time?
She was writing. No, she was in there being like, oh, a strapping milkmaid or a farm hand, or really anybody who's like just lovely.
She's becoming her own fanfic writer. Is what she's discovering her blossoming storyteller within.
She's gonna be a burgeoning romance writer in her like upcoming secular life. Like, she's gonna be like, I have time to write my stories, and they're like the most like cheesy like trope. Yes, but they're also like so sincere. You're just like, oh.
Well, and someone that has access to a printing press now too. And you're about to go to their house. Oh my God. Draven, when she starts writing, I don't know if you can hear me, but when she starts writing this sincere smut, what is the name of your publishing company that's going to produce her books?
Full bottom press.
What was it?
Full bottom press.
Full bottom.
Apple bottom.
Bottom press.
Apple bottom press. Okay.
So Mrs. Applebottom runs.
It's Apple Bottom and Monsieur Fur, like, and his last name is Boots, like Mr.
Yeah.
Fur and Boots.
With the fur.
Apple Bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
This is my favorite part of this game. Just letting you guys riff. I also love all of the random shit that Draven comes up with for his backstory. So, anything else?
I'm going to go ahead and say it now. Like, whenever we do lay down to go to sleep, anytime Fortune has to, like, get up and go pee or go and, like, find something in the middle of the night, you gave me this torch that I'm going to be a menace with. And it is, like, as bright as the day.
Oh, God, yeah.
And so
Why
I'm
would I
just
do
going to be,
that?
like, turning it on and be like, I got to go out and pee, guys. Sorry.
You're
There
like
is-
you're
there
like the
is-
boomer mom with the phone as bright as it goes.
There is one thing I'm gonna do just before we go to sleep, but I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is until
Okay.
like where everybody else is asleep, like getting ready to go to sleep.
Okay. Perfect. Is there anything else you want to do? I think this is the first time you've been in this cabin. I think you just looked through the window before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is everybody on health and stuff? Like,
I'm honestly pretty good.
I'm good. I've only got 1 HP down.
yeah, same,
Yeah,
same
I
with me.
only have 1 stress and 1 HP down. So I figured
I
this
might actually,
downtime I was probably going to do other stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say I might actually leave the HP as it is and do something different.
Yeah.
But I want to search for useful shit.
Okay. Yeah. Give me the instinct roll.
Oh,
17 with hope, though. I mean, that's not a bad roll. That was so close to a crit.
yeah, I saw the 8 there. Yeah.
So, as you start to search around this room, it's much smaller. It is basically just this one-room cabin. And you can see that they kept it for guests or people that were staying with them. But there's some of their own personal effects around here, too. You do see some more of the Framingtons framed around here, just pictures of their lives. With a 17 with hope, searching around a little bit, you do find yet another little journal. This one is from the wife. As, you know, starts out very mundane, just day-to-day things. This, apparently, when Noam was staying here, was her she shed. As she would come out here just to get away or for some solace. And you can tell towards the end, she starts to get into the sections where her husband is becoming more and more obsessed with these bugs. And it's actually kind of sad as you go through, because you can, it's the story of this woman that's clinging so desperately to this man that's slipping away into his obsession. And you see towards the end where she's writing about the decision to leave. It's not out of anger, it's out of just heartbreak. And she left the journal behind just because she couldn't bear taking it with her. She had to start a new life, and she mentions that she's going off to New Etheria, and that her sister is there. And she's going to be staying there with her for a little bit.
Okay. So this is one of Draven's. He's a little embarrassed about this because he knows he just does it, and then afterwards he's like, "Oh, I shouldn't be like that." But he is so excited by reading this. He just loves a good story, and he is just so like pumped almost. He's like giddy, turning the pages, and he's like, "I could publish this. This is amazing." But he's definitely taking this journal with him.
It would make a pretty good story for Apple Bottom Press. I'm just throwing that out there.
Just change the names a little bit
Yeah.
Nope, don't change them at all.
to the Farmingtons.
To the Farmingtons, yeah. So, if you
While we,
wanted
sorry, I was
to,
gonna say,
I was going to say,
sorry.
if you wanted to, you do know at least you have a lead if you wanted to hunt her down in the future. in New Etheria to tell her what happened or nothing.
About things.
We burnt your house down.
It was the Flickerflies.
What were you gonna say, Lynn?
So the two things we can do are like, we can always do two things. So I can do like a stress, and I can do a.
You can do health,
all my
stress, armor. You can prepare, which gives you a hope for the next day, or you can work on a project.
See, I wanted to actually, like, as a downtime project, like, I was gonna, like, take away one of my stresses, and then as my second thing, for my downtime, this is the first time you've seen Lynn do this. Like, she opens her bag, and she pulls out a small harp, and she starts to play it. Like, because we were talking with Rhea earlier in the previous episode about how, like, Lynn actually, like, has played the harp for a couple of years, and, like, she kind of wants to get back into it because it's fallen by the wayside. So you just hear, like, her starting to play, and it's like a basic melody, you know, like, but the more she does it, the more you know, like you find, she starts to find the rhythm, and she kind of sings just real quietly to herself. You can tell it's like a hymn or something.
That's beautiful, Lynn.
Like, her whole face lights up. She's like, "Thank you."
Draven, he can't help himself. He loves this shit. He's coming over and he kind of like sings with you. He knows the song, and he sings with you while you're playing.
Aww. Okay, and there
Not
is
to
one
toot
other
my
thing.
own horn, but I just changed the background music to harp music. If you got the background music going.
There's one other thing, but I'm gonna let y'all all do y'all stuff too, because again, I want everybody to be almost asleep before this happens.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, you playing the harp and singing would probably put me to sleep.
Like everybody's just calming down. This, I think, is the first day where like everybody's actually like gotten along. Like Rita and Lynn got along in the last episode. We just found some loot. We're kind of you know, like in a warm spot. We're safe. We had a little bit of food. Like we got a lot of money now. We're feeling pretty good.
Yeah,
Oh,
this moment is such a stark contrast to basically every day the four of you have had together. I mean, from everything that's happened and the things you've discovered, being thrown into these larger conspiracies that you never intended to. But in this moment, all of you here together, these four, actually, Kalliana's still with you, so 5. I just kept forgetting to put her in the scene. These 5 disparate souls that have all kind of been thrown together by happenstance and fate. And for the most part, haven't seen eye to eye, but in this moment, when the harp music is just kind of filling the room, no one says anything. And Lynn, for a little bit, just kind of closes her eyes and gets into the music. And there's a peace, a calm that comes over. I'm going to give everyone a free hope in this moment. As all of the stress, I mean, tomorrow will bring more stress, more things to do, more problems to solve. But for right now, things are okay. Lynn, as you open your eyes, they kind of lock with Rhea. And she just gives you kind of this half smile and a very subtle nod, as though she approves of you taking back up your harp. And
Then
there's just
kind of shyly smiles back, like just like she's this is the first time I think she's ever, you know, like okay, we're good, you know.
And there's that brief moment of connection that you started having earlier in the day that just, and I think that fills you with a little bit of peace that maybe, at least for the near future, things will be okay. Fortune or Draven, what are you guys going to do? Because I know Lynn's saving her thing.
I was probably going to go to sleep.
Okay.
I was just thinking goblins probably aren't very musically talented, and if they do play any instruments, it's probably something really loud and screeching like bagpipes.
Oh, yeah.
And so this is just like a different type of music that Fortune probably doesn't hear very often. So she's probably sitting there and just listening and watching until she does slowly drift off to sleep. As in, I do my downtime action.
I was going to say, could we? I would like to call this us preparing.
Okay, if that's how you want to use your action, absolutely.
Would you want to prepare too, Lynn? Because if we prepare together, we get 2 hope.
I've already did my thing, and I took away. I could put a stress. Well, you know what? I guess no. Does everybody get 2 hope?
No, you can only do it like one other person.
Yeah.
Or like no. Whoever, if all of you prepare together, anyone using the prepare action would get 2 hope. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not going to prepare because I only need 1 more hope and I'll be maxed.
Yeah, it's okay if you don't.
I'm actually maxed out right now, and I couldn't even take that prepared hope that he gave us. So.
No, that's no problem. But yeah, Draven's enjoying singing with you, and I'll just call that him preparing.
All right, I'll do this. You can have 1 hope, or you can clear 1 stress. Either of those for this scene.
Okay, then that would have been my cleared stress. So I guess we can go ahead and prepare together if you want. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that way we get 2.
If I got a free stress clear, then yes. Then my second action beyond playing my heart, it can be preparing.
So I was going to do 2 downtime actions of working on a project. Can I work on a project twice?
No, you have to pick 2 different things. You can work on 1 project and then 1 other thing.
It does say or choose the same move twice.
Oh, does it? Okay, then yeah, you can.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I wanted to do 2 things. One of them, I wanted to get my pet Rocky. I want to teach it how it can catch on fire and burn a place down.
Okay.
And then my other thing is for the client Catiano that's with us.
Yes.
I want to be able to disguise her so that she looks like she's broken. Exteriorly, if she just laid down, somebody would think she wasn't functioning.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Okay. So for the first one, and what is Rocky exactly? What is? Because it's not just a rock, right?
Well, he can only do right now. He can walk forward, however far, and then he can record.
We're talking about the little dog, right? Yeah. Sorry. You said pet rock, and I was like, "Was that something different than the dog?" Okay, I'm with you again.
Yeah, it's a pet rock. Rocky.
Right. So go ahead. Give me. Let's do some tinkering. Give me a finesse check for this first one.
Okay. Let me scroll all the way up.
Okay, 17 with hope. It takes a little bit of time, but you finally get it. There's a couple near misses where he kind of sparks and starts to just burst into flame, you think, but eventually it becomes more of this kind of controlled burn. And, kind of working alongside Rhea, with her magical fire, just kind of working with that to kind of teach this thing. You manage to do it to where there's a command word that you have to give it, and then it can catch on fire.
Sparky boom boom.
Sparky boom boom. I love it. As you say that, it just starts to burn.
Oh. Boom boom off.
And then when you say that,
you're putting up fires.
When you say the phrase, it will now go off. So now it can walk, it can record things, and it can catch on fire on command.
Awesome.
And then your other one, I'll need another finesse check. You can have advantage on. Huh?
I was about to say, can I use a hope to give myself
You won't have to, because Kaliana will help you with this. I mean, you're doing work on her, so she will be helping you, like directing you, and like she knows her own anatomy better than you do, having lived in that body for so long.
I think you still have your rally die too, if you need it.
No, I used it earlier during the fight. But you said this plus is advantage
a
your
D6.
plus 1 bonus?
It's a D6.
It's a D6, yeah.
On the roll thing that pops up, you should be able to just click advantage.
Yeah, you can just click advantage, and then click roll.
Yeah.
I was trying to make it more difficult.
Ooh, it's a good roll too.
Damn.
28 with hope. Okay. You can accomplish what you were trying to, and then one other thing.
Oh. Well, what's something else my idea for her was that she can just lay down and look like she's deactivated and trash. Anybody else got any ideas to do something to her?
Oh,
Go gadget arm?
well, she's already got, like, she's got a whip and a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can we maybe make her like a little more armored or something? Like a little more, like, bulk her up?
I don't know, I could probably work on her breastplate or something, make her like.
Or if you're already experimenting with fire, like, can we see if she can see, like, in infrared?
Or give her a flamethrower.
Yeah, flamethrower.
You're just turning into a little pyromaniac, aren't you?
Yeah.
Turning into no.
No. The real question here is, what would Kaliana like for her with her body? Like, what does she really want? Like, if she can change stuff.
Great question.
Fortune's got like all of the like fire. She's got like a rocket. I guess we'll ask her. All right.
We can work on building her a vagina like we promised.
That's a lot of work now. I don't know.
That is
a little too advanced for this cottage. We need a work lab for that.
You need you need some better workspace for that.
Poor Kaliana. She's just like, oh my god.
She definitely approves of the idea. I mean, that's an easy way for you all to help smuggle her places that, to keep her undetected. In order to do that, you have to like kind of modify some of the joints that allow her to, like, when she lays down, be able to like pop it out and move it to where she can kind of make herself look like she's been like junked or in multiple pieces.
She also has like compartments that open and like McDonald's trash falls out. So she looks like she's like.
A lot of the other things that Kaliana would want are maybe beyond what you could do in this cottage. First and foremost, she wants a body back. That's her main thing. That's not something that you're really going to be able to do. While a simulated metal vagina would probably make her happy, she really wants to be a real girl again. That's what she really wants. Okay?
What does her face look like? What is Kaliana's face actually like? How human or how unhuman is it?
That is what I was going to say. Her face is very much just that flat, very like generic clank look. Whereas with the Phoenix, it looked a lot more human, a lot more realistic. She would want to have more of herself back, to anything you can do to make her feel more human.
So talking about her popping out and looking like she's trash, I was thinking being able to dislocate herself in a way with that, she now has the ability to emote a little easier, so she can like move her body in ways that makes her look and appear more human when talking.
I like the idea that we could adjust like the seams on her face. We're able to tinker with like how they join, so now she's got her eyebrows can move in a lot more human manner.
Yeah.
Okay. That she would love. Being able to just have that, because from everything you've said and talked about with her, I mean, she's always had that flat blank face. It makes no emotion. You can only tell the emotion because the voice regulator that they put in her does account for those kind of things. But the facial expressions, just being able to do that, those subtle communications with other beings, would do a lot. to make her happier. Is that what
Okay.
you're going with?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's do that then. I guess we can add a flamethrower to it like some other
Later.
day.
As you tinker into the night and she's helping you, you manage to relocate some of the bolts and just make some modifications. And at the end, she's much more limber. She's not as stiff as she was, and she has a lot more of those fluid human movements. As you begin to tinker with her face, you do exactly as Crow described, to where she has some emotions that she can show with just the faceplate rising and lowering. You take it one step further, though, and modify part of the jaw, too. So now as she talks, it's going to be, she's not going to be able to do oohs, but it'll just open and close as she speaks, just giving her a little bit more humanity appearance. You can see as you're kind of finishing it, she does the Tin Man thing where she's just checking out all these new joints that have been
That's what I thought you meant to.
Wow, I didn't think I would ever... She raises her eyebrows, just kind of in shock. I didn't think I'd ever be able to do anything remotely close to that ever again.
I feel like she can't stop moving. She's
she just keeps doing it over and over.
Anyone
Takes
here
them
who's
as
ever
high as she
had
can.
braces taken
Make
off
noise.
their teeth, and then suddenly you have these nice, slick teeth for the first time
Yeah.
in years, and you're like,
Stop.
that's what it's like. You just keep running your teeth over your tongue over your teeth.
She just keeps opening and closing in the mouth. This is incredible. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, I'm glad I could do it.
We're happy to help. Maybe with some of the schematics, and she's going to kind of point to the some of the info we've stolen from the Phoenix's office. Maybe we can actually contact some of the architects, or the guild, I guess, whatever their Smith guild is in New Etheria, and maybe they could help you further, or maybe even some of the other clanks once we free them.
That would be incredible. I don't know how I can ever thank you all enough. You don't... And at this point, it's odd because, she still has just the mechanical face, but now with what you've given her, her emotions come through. It's even, I think, surprising to you, Fortune, how much her emotions can come through just with the slight modifications you've made. You didn't have to do any of this. I mean, who am I? I'm just a clank. You could have left me. And instead you've dragged me halfway across the continent. And you've been so kind, and it's good to know people like you still exist.
I'm gonna punch her in the shoulder and be like, you're part of the team. Of course we're gonna do it.
Dong.
And then off away from her.
Yeah, as you punch, she doesn't even move. She just kind of looks down. It feels good to be part of something again. By choice, this time. Thank you.
Next time we get a drink going, what can clanks do? You want some electricity or something?
Oh, I don't know what that is, but
Actually, do I know what that is?
You probably call it lightning.
I don't know. I was just thinking I wanted to cheers to that when she said it, but then I was like, what would a clank drink? It's not like I could get her drunk.
So they don't eat or drink. They don't have a need for that. They do have to recharge their arcane batteries every night. That's what they're doing as they rest. As far as electricity goes, most of the places, especially outside of New Etheria, still rely on magical sources of light. Now, New Etheria does have some slightly advanced technology, but you're not as familiar with that, so I don't think you would really know.
I like to think we have
Okay.
like magical gas lights, like
Yeah.
we can put them in unusual places compared to the
Yes.
human, like to our reality, but it's still mostly like lamp light.
Yeah.
So if you lick your
Yeah.
finger and stick it in there, though, do you get a shock?
No.
Okay.
But
I
you
feel
will
like
get burned.
the humans, the like New Etherea's technology is still just magic. So it's not like anything that I don't believe it's anything that you couldn't understand if you looked at it for a while.
Yeah, it's not that advanced, but they do have
Novel
they do
uses
have
of
s-
it.
yeah, they do have novel uses of it and some arcane secrets that they have not shared with the rest of the world.
And also,
mean,
I think that they've got like ways for non-magic users to have magic in their everyday life. Like they get like magic in a box or something like that.
I think the concept actually of the arcane battery, the ability to store magical energy, is something from like the humans. Like before that,
Yeah.
people had innate magic, but they weren't able to, like, as you said, the fact that you can store it in like a crystal and pass it between you and store it and stock it to power like a city of like items,
Yeah.
you know? I feel like that's the thing that's so magical about as above table, not as Lynn. Like, I like to believe that they do have these amazing streetlights that look like crystals, but they're stored magic that shine like
Yeah.
electric light.
That's kind of like what I was thinking too. Also, to your point, they do have what we would consider mundane items. Like you can easily buy like a lighter there, but it's
Yeah.
just like stored elemental fire energy, right?
Yeah.
So as you click it on, it releases a little bit of magic that forms the flame, and then when you click it off, and then once it
They run out and you throw it away.
exactly, and then you just go buy another one. But yeah, they do have ways. Whereas in Bravia, you don't have that. You still need matches or something like that. You don't have like a portable fire.
We don't have energy
button.
stored. We have to find something to
Right.
fuel it with, basically.
Right. So, Lynn, I know you had something you were waiting for as everyone starts to slowly fall asleep. What are you doing?
Okay, so I actually have this ability as a domain card. I'm gonna recall it with one hope to like change it out real quick because it's not in my load up.
It's stress to recall. You
Oh.
spend stress, not hope.
Oh, not hope.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's even
Okay, that's
better.
fine. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna read it to you. I'm sorry, I've got a migraine, so I'm actually
you can share it in the thing too.
I'm losing vision a little bit, so actually I'm having trouble seeing the screen. I'm trying to find Divinate. Okay, how do I share it?
Right click and say send to journal.
Okay, there. So I'm gonna use 3 hope, and I get to actually like my form of like falling asleep. I'm gonna kind of like I'm giving a prayer, like I'm reaching deep in me, and like with everything in me, I am asking like great gods above, am I right to go to New Etheria? Will this help our people escape what the Phoenix is doing? Am I, her thing is like, am I on the right path is basically her question.
You close your eyes and reach out to the forces that have always guided you through your life. And you start to see visions, like kind of in your mind's eye. You see a flash of what you know. I'm sorry, which one is it? It's not the mother, it's the
Beloved.
The beloved. Of what you imagine the beloved to look like.
Do you want to know? Because I can tell you all exactly.
Yes, I do want to know.
The beloved is like a very like lovely. They're like kind of like a mid dark skinned Qatari in her mind, and they have this gossamer like gold like sort of see through like sort of gown. It's like mixed between a gown and a robe, and they have like indiscriminate gender. Like they have short like tightly like curled hair and like a very like sharp feline face, and like they are somehow very androgynous, like, and so you can't tell exactly what the gender is, and they have these brilliant gold eyes, and they're dripping with like beautiful gold ornamentation and like a tiara of flowers, and that's what they look like to her.
That's beautiful. you see this person standing in front of you. And in the distance, you can see that familiar skyline of New Etheria that you've seen once before when you dropped your friends off there and sent them on their way before you turned towards the mountains. And the beloved moves towards you, standing taller than you. She's this larger-than-life figure. There, sorry. And they take your face in their hands, and they kind of bring you up to look at them. And then they slowly just bend down and kiss you on the forehead and smile as they kind of fade away, giving you a very positive yes in your heart. As they fade away, you can just see in the background, once they have faded from view, Etheria. New Etheria standing there with a shining beacon. Something drawing you there, telling you this is the way to go. You do also notice, though, in this vision, the clouds do move, blocking out the sun after a moment. Dark clouds, like a storm is coming. You still feel drawn to it. Say what?
Sorry. And I just did my hair.
You still feel drawn towards New Etheria. And something in your heart tells you this is the way to go. But the road ahead may be rough. And I think that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you all for watching, for hanging out with us. I saw Dead Taco, I saw Kellen and Psychic all in the chat. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Kellen did mention that maybe I forgot to upload the last episode. I thought I did. It's probably sitting in my YouTube as unlisted or some stupid stuff, but I'll double check on that. We will be back here in 2 weeks for more Elzorya, and then pretty soon this will be going back to a weekly game. I think we have probably just one more, 2 at the absolute most for Kupo Quest Eorzea, but we're coming up at the end of that mini campaign. So once that's finished, we'll be going back to this weekly, and then Wednesday we also have Curse of Strahd. Also currently bi-weekly or here and there, but that'll be going to a weekly game once I can wrap up some of the other things that we have going on. Speaking of which, Walking Dead tomorrow night on Omega's channel. Also coming close to its conclusion. Not sure how many episodes are left over there, but if you want to see if I can actually make it the whole 3 seasons out alive, tune in 9:30 tomorrow night on Omega Home TV. Until then, though, thank you all for watching. We appreciate you. We hope you enjoyed your time with us in Elzorya, playing some Daggerheart tonight, and we will see you very soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.